Hello, welcome back if you are a regular. It's good to be regular and irregular. So I'm Linda, I'm the lady of Lady and the Frogs. All the frogs, they're all piled in the bedroom for like once in my life. I have an empty sofa. I've been doing a lot of cleaning this week, hence why they've been out of the way and haven't been in any of the videos. So it is, I keep wanting to say Thursday, but it is Wednesday. I don't know why I'm so convinced it's Thursday. My husband said it was Thursday and now I'm thinking it's Thursday. So it's coming up to 2 o'clock. I haven't even been to the post office yet. My post, there's only two things that's sitting on the top of there. There's some stuff which I've got to list. There's a reasoning for it. I've been cleaning and I still have like funny fingers. So I have also dyed my hair. I dyed my hair and then went about cleaning everything because I wanted to get in the bathtub anyway. Bathtub was gross, so I knew I needed to do both bathrooms. So that's what I've done this morning, is I've cleaned both bathrooms. And doing this shower, you know, isn't that fantastic? It's just seems to be our ensuite, even though it has a window that we open, and we have the window in the adjacent bedroom, which is always open. It just seems to be growing mold in there like crazy. So Seal It Bang is not for me. So the next big thing which I'm going to try is Listerine. So mouthwash is supposed to be the best way. This is like one of these Mrs. Hinchfang thing said that that's the best way to do it, but they also said that Listerine costs £1, and that's not anywhere where I live where it costs £1. Anyway, today's video is a haul video. I have 2 boxes worth of stuff which I want to photograph, which if I hadn't been fiddle-arsing around this morning dyeing my hair and cleaning, it was a perfect light to do it. And it would have also been the perfect time for me to do this video, because now the wanker's doing the so-called gardening, because everybody wants gardening to take place in torrential rain so that we end up with mud instead of grass. Anybody who's seen Piccadilly Gardens will know that the way that gardening is done in Manchester is just to create mud. So if you can hear stupid noises, it's leaf blowing, even though we don't need leaves blowing. So yeah, beautiful light this morning, beautiful for doing photographs, and I decided to clean my bathrooms. When I put my laptop on, it wouldn't recognise my finger, my thumbprint, which you can see there. I've done both toilets as well. Right, so this is stuff which I am going to be processing. I know that I'm not going to do any photos today because it's quite late. After I've done this, I'm going to shoot off to the post office. I have sold 2 things today over lunchtime, which I'm sort of like was hoping that they might actually, like, instead of just committing to buy, they would actually pay for them so that I could post them, but that hasn't happened either. So this is all stuff which I've got in the last 2 weeks from charity shops. These first few things here are fails. This is a Jan van Hasterman 500-piece jigsaw, which usually the 500-piece jigsaws can fetch at least 15 to 20, if not 30. So I didn't even check this one when I picked it up, but this one particular design doesn't seem to sell for any more than £10, which is really weird. I don't know, and it's probably going to be incomplete based on the fact that somebody's written that it's complete on the back. I've just done one jigsaw which had a big sticker on it saying complete, and it wasn't complete. So that's really jacked me off, and that was one of the ones that was worth £30. And then I picked these up, so these would have been 50p each. And I didn't check these either. This was just because we were just shooting past on Saturday because Jason needed his drugs. So it was next door. So I just shot in and I didn't look these up because I just thought, oh, these would be fine. But obviously annuals, you know, if you're my age, annuals was such a big deal at Christmas. You've got an annual every year. And the same for my brother's generation and my husband's generation. Everybody had an annual. There's one specific annual in there, which my husband wanted me to pick up. Which I can't even remember what it was now. Anyway, these are all pretty much fails. I thought that the Snoopy ones would be okay. They're not really selling. If they sell, you might get £5 or £10. So, you know, this is all just me being. This is heart overhead. Then I thought, oh, Star Trek, that's great. Everybody wants Star Trek. No, that doesn't sell either. And then some of the Doctor Who ones, they go really well. But not this one. So, all from the 70s and all pretty... So, rest of the stuff which I have here is all clothing. So, it's age-old fashion. I'm going to put these in piles so that I don't have to like keep dancing with mannequins. And so I've got everything in order. Everything is in order. This I've actually cleaned this. Hence why I just need to just do it up. Otherwise it'll just be me flailing with material. So this is a dry clean item which I put in the hand wash. Because it's down because somebody's dead dog. The dog probably wasn't dead, but you know how it is. Sometimes people just sleep with their dogs. It's probably the human that is the walking dead. Anyway, this is a jacket which now doesn't smell of dead dog. Doesn't have masks in the pocket. And now I've done it up, I can't show you who it's by. I think you'll probably know because they always have this sort of lining with them. It's Ted Baker. They're very hit and miss, these. Don't go out, don't rush out to get them. Ted Baker. So it is size 5, apparently. No. Who? Maybe. Maybe. So yeah, I washed that because it's stench. Same as I've done another jacket because the stench was real. So I got rid of it. Why do I feel like I've shown you these? I know I haven't. I expect to get £20 for that jacket because it's just a jacket, and Ted Baker isn't that good. It's very expensive in the shops, but isn't that good in real life. This is a Largan look. So this is John Lewis, baggy Largan look, kin by John Lewis. I would have got this anyway. It's new with tags. That's how much it cost originally. At the point when they scanned this, the label flew off and she would nearly put it in the bin. Freaked me right out. The only problem I've got is that it is size 8, so I don't know how well it will sell based on the fact that it's size 8. But obviously it will fit somebody who isn't size 8. I mean, that would be such a tent for somebody that's got a size 8 figure. I mean, it would fit a size 12, wouldn't it? I don't know. So that might hold it back because, you know, I don't know. To me, Largan look just makes me think of Jermaine Greer. That's just me. And, you know, how many people want to look like Jermaine Greer? So, based on the fact that it's 90, but £90 retail, that dress will probably only get me 30 if I'm lucky. Then I've got this draped cardigan, which I didn't really even look at. I just was like, yes, it must be mine. Oh God, it's going to go in the sewing pile. I thought, so it's got spots on it, and one of the spots, it was actually a hole. Oh, yeah, it would do that. So this is something that loads of people pick up and they absolutely love. Oh, it's got another hole there. people do with their clothes? You know, I think I'm quite, you know, what's the word? Clumsy, uncoordinated. But I don't have loads of holes in my clothes. I really don't. I just don't have holes in my clothes. Maybe the stuff which looks a bit, you know, crap is the stuff which I only do cleaning in. And then if I would just throw it in the bin. So this has got 2 flipping holes in it. It's got another one there. This one's giant. Oh, so that's frustrating. That might be why it had been left behind. So this is Korea Concept. I've never found this brand. Other people rave about it. When I looked it up, it wasn't really selling for that much. So I'm not that impressed. There's actually sort of like little holes anyway within the knit of the spots, which makes me just think that the quality is not actually there. So now that's got to go into my repair pile. The repair pile, which I've just got rid of, is now recommencing. What joy. Oh, thrilled to bits. I do not feel like these have all been in a recent haul video. I feel like they have. Anyway, these don't need me to dwell on them anyway. This has probably got a hole in it. So this is linen, and it's fat face, a nice long sleeve top. Tops are good. I have loads of these, which are all very, very similar. Striped jewels, top. Size 16, I think these are. No, that one's 12. I think there is another one size 16. The reason they ring a bell is because I put them on my spreadsheet. So, you know, they do ring a bell in that way. That one's size 16 with floral on it. So these will not sell for any more than £15 because they are just basic tops, which people can probably do their cleaning in and bust holes in it and then redonate them. A size 14 floral half button, yeah, white stuff. It's curly label in tow. What else have we got? No, nothing else in there. These feel very familiar, like I've already done a haul video with them. A t-shirt, Ted Baker. Again, I'm not. I'll only get £15 for that because it is just Ted Baker. Menswear. I'm pretty sure I only picked these up the other day. A nice dress, which would do great in summer, but it won't stop me listing it now because people do go away. People go away in spring. So that's monsoon. This is probably like a completely wild price in the actual shop. I think this is fairly recent because I think I was looking at the label and I'm sure it says 2021 on the label, because that's what they do with these. January 21. So if they think it's January, then hell, this is the time for me to list it. Kid you not, it says January on it, but you can't see, but you can see my stupid fizzog and everything else. Sustainable viscose. Is there such a thing? So, what am I thinking? Maybe 25 to 30 for that. I have another dress here which may or may not sell. Whenever I go in John Lewis, I see the prices of whistles and it just blows my mind. So whistles, this is probably more like something to wear in January because it's long sleeve and it's quite heavyweight fabric and it's got this sort of like crazy chain business on it. And their size is always here, so it's a size 12. So don't be fooled, it's always there next to it. And nothing exciting. Oh no, it says it's got flax in it. Because you can't possibly call it linen, but people would actually know what it was. So I don't know with that. I'm possibly going to go with the 20 region because I just don't, I feel like stuff like that could stick around. This has probably got a hole in it that I've missed. And I mean, Lord only knows who this is going to sell to. So I think I probably should have left this behind. So yeah, a vest top that's made of wool, but then it's pretty naff wool, and it's in size 12, white stuff. And the label's not curling up for some reason, so there must be something weird about it. Oh, and it's actually got some angora and cashmere in it. But then, you know, who wants wool without the sleeves? This is technically a tank top, isn't it? But a very long tank top. So I'm not sure how well I'm going to do with that. It's probably another like 15-pounder. I have this. Oh, this. I knew there was something else that I needed to sew. But the other day when I was like whizzing around with all my sewing stuff, I was like, I have no idea what it is in there. So this is just, it is a sewing job because the labels come off. So I just need to reattach that. So that's Paul Smith. Just a cardigan. Nice thin weight for spring, so that'll do fine. So put that on the sewing pile. We are going to deal with all of these things. That is the whole point in this. It's one of the reasons as well why I'm not sourcing, because we must be disciplined and we must try and move away from the clothing and into the Lego realms. So I have this dress, long sleeve, floral, again, probably only going to sell for £15 because it's Oliver Bonus, and Oliver Bonus doesn't really sell. I think the only reason why there's loads of Oliver Bonus here is because Oliver Bonus has a shop at the train station, and let's face it, everything's always delayed at the train station. So this is a very, why is this jumper having me on here? Right, anyway, I'll show you the label. Tommy Hilfiger. A very, very roll neck. There's a massive roll neck on this. This could do for me, but I won't be wearing, you know, because the sleeves are like for somebody that's got skinny arms, and that's not me. So, flag, embroidery. It is just a cotton knit, I can feel that. And is it men's or is it women's? I'd like to say it's women's, but who even knows? I mean, I don't, yeah, it must be women's. It must be women's wear, because there's no self-respecting man who's going to wear that, is there? Oh, mind you. Yeah. I don't know. I think it is women's wear because it's a little bit too fitted for it to be menswear. Right, one more box left. I have got a sucker for getting these things, and then they'll stick around for ages. So a cropped top in animal print, and on top of that it's Adidas. Got the embroidery there. Maybe it will sell, maybe it won't. Again, probably only for 15 to 20. I feel like it might have a bit of fading. No, I think it's all right. I think it's all right. But yeah, it is only going to sell for 15 to 20. I have got this, another monsoon thing. I went through a phase where I wouldn't get monsoon, and then for some reason I decided that I needed to get them again. How has somebody got pen mark there? Really? I just give up with people. How does it, why would somebody draw biro on that? So this looks like a really nice blouse, and it's all silk. And it's obviously roll tab sleeve, but there's a bloody pen mark underneath it. How? How on earth? Right, so that's got to go on my wash pile. I don't like washing things that are delicate, so I'm probably going to have to be dabbing this out in the sink. It says it goes in the wash. It says 100% silk and machine washable at 40 degrees. Very, very suspicious of that. Yeah, so I'm really confused as to how somebody has got pen mark there. Anyway, that should be 20, maybe 25, because it's silk. It doesn't feel very silk though either. It must be that very special kind of machine wash silk, which is actually not, and it's probably polyester. How do you test what a fabric content truly is? This is a brand which I rarely find, and other people seem to find them all the time. And when I even looked this up in the catalogue, I couldn't bleed and find it, so I just give up. I'm just going to list it as it is, because it'll sell. Kettlewell. It's purple. But is it purple? The people of Kettlewell want to know what shade of purple this is. Whether it's like lilac or violet or whatever. It's a nice purple. I think this has got some nice content as well in it. 10% cashmere and the rest of it's cotton. I don't know why people do that, because you might as well just put the cashmere in it, because it's like the cotton's completely wiped out the cashmere. Right, so hopefully £20 for that. All of this stuff cost me £2 or £3 each, because I only tend to go to the same places. Oh, these are a pair of my husband's joggers, which for some reason he doesn't want. So I'm going to list them. He was just going to put them in the bin. I could have swung for him. There's nothing wrong with them. He just, I think they're short in the leg or something. They're only Tesco. This is quite a nice skirt. I don't even remember picking any of this up, so I don't really know where it's come from. I'm not sure if it needs an actual wash. No, it doesn't need a wash. It's just a little bit marked, but it'll come out with fiddle arsing around. Bowden, old label, full length cord skirt. What else do you want me to say? 20 to 25, possibly. Goodness me, there seems to be another skirt here. Oh, why have I picked this up? Yeah, this, I can't sell anything by Laura Ashley, even the stuff which other people can sell really well, I can't sell. And then I was so excited because it was like, oh, it's vintage, it's nice, it's nice. This is made in Great Britain. I know it's supposed to say made in Wales if it's like the Boon, and it's a really nice velvet skirt. However, who is it for? So the sizing on this, it says UK 12. Somebody's crossed it out and put 10. I would say at a stretch it may be 8, but it's probably more like size 4 to 6. I know that it's not like, you know, it's, I'm not slim. I felt like there was pockets. It is really nice. It's got a nice back on it. So obviously it sits high. So it is there. I mean, I keep looking at that for the waist, but it will sit there, won't it, on the hips, because the zip stops there. Unless you want people to see your butt crease, it sits higher than that. So maybe it says 10, but that's very optimistic. I think it's a size 8. I can't tell whether that's navy blue. I think it is navy blue. What have you got here that's black? It's a very, very deep navy, but it is actually really gorgeous. It is really gorgeous. Cotton, 73% cotton, 74% modal. I didn't think that they had that around in the 80s, so there you go. It's probably just another word for something. Anyway, yeah, I was immediately regretful because of the sizing of that. but I can see that because of the sort of like tulip fitting of the zip, it's high-waisted. So hopefully somebody wants that. But most of my vintage Laura Ashley has sat for years on end, so I am not very hopeful. What is going on in this? Some of this I have shown you. I know that I've shown you that. This is sea salt skirt. This was in another haul, which I did. So I know that you've seen that because that was from a previous haul. I know you've seen that. These were Sahara trousers from a previous haul. Part of Vlogmas, which I haven't listed yet. So, you know, that shows how much procrastination I'm doing. And then there's a fat face shirt here. I think this is fat face, isn't it? Yeah, that was in a previous haul, which I haven't done. So this is all the stuff which I've got outstanding. And then I have a couple of coats here, and then that's it. That's my boxes done. So these coats which I have here. So this I looked up in the shop, and the retail prices were quite high, but then it's very hit and miss resale. But then I just thought, well, blow it, let's just get it, because it was £3. So a mustard coat. The brand is Far Afield. I don't really know how well this is going to do. I'm probably only going to get £20. I think this is the thing, is that it is a lot of faff, isn't it? Dealing with clothes, having them in your place where you live in. There's nothing exciting about the fabric content. It is just like, what do you call it? A jacket. Technically it's a chore jacket as well, because it's got the open pockets. So where are my jackets? So that is women's wear. It is women's wear. Then I fell into the trap of getting another jacket. This is caked in somebody else's hair, which is always lovely. That's another thing, you see. Mind you, I can't even say that because this sort of bodily, you know, hair and nails and gauzy tissues that you get in job lots of Lego doesn't mean that if I was to concentrate on Lego, I would be like immune from all this chaos. So this jacket here, it is Levi Strauss. I don't think I'm going to get that much for it. One of the rules which I have completely betrayed myself here, if I get a jacket, specifically one which is like this, it's supposed to have a hood with it. Otherwise it won't sell, because if you've got a jacket without a hood, it's just pointless, isn't it? So that I should have left, because it's small as well. This one does stick to the rules, whereby it's got a hood. And this should do better. Should for everybody else, but rarely for me. So Berghaus. I think the last Berghaus one, I think I still got it. It just doesn't sell for me, and I keep dropping the price, and I'm sure I've still got the damn thing. I do need to do a good stock take and a good reanalyzing. I probably need to do it now so I can put stuff on auction. Because obviously it's sort of a time and a place, and you know, a season. So what size is this? I'm sure that this is like women's. Come on, show yourself. Okay, so it looks like they don't put a size in or anything, because, you know, that would be information that people could utilise. It's size 14, so this is women's wear. So I think when it comes to Berghaus, if it's men's wear, it goes out, flies out of the door. If it's women's wear, it's just going to sit. And this is probably going to be another one that I'm going to struggle with, even though people should be going up and down hills and enjoying their life. So I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of work on there. I just need to get the stuff off the Velcro. There's a fluff on it, so I'm just going to put that with this stupid sewing pile that I now have, which I didn't want. I think I'm going to have to put that on for 20 to 25 because I will not sell it. And then obviously I've got to probably rethink the prices that I've got. I probably need to go through my jumpers and coats now and sort of do a stock take on those boxes and then send stuff to auction or put stuff at dirt cheap prices, because I don't want loads of coats and jumpers rustling around in my storeroom. And now you can see that the rain has ceased, the light has changed, and I can now walk to the post office without getting wet, which will be nice. And my husband's got the car today. And I was thinking that it's sod's law that I wasted all the non-raining moment cleaning 2 bathrooms. But anyway, I can take my 2 lowly parcels with me. Maybe when I stop recording on my phone, I'll have a nice surprise, and the 2 people who bought things over lunch will have actually like stumped up with the cash, and I'll be able to take those things as well. Annoyingly though, one of them is quite an extensive Lego set, so there's going to be a lot of packing involved with that. So that's what I'm doing. Going to the post office, going to come back, going to get these ironed, checked over, find more holes in things, get annoyed, yeah, get annoyed, and yeah, process this stuff, get it on eBay. That's what we're here for. Yes, so join me for more of this amazing content where we just rustle around with clothes. My feelings are is that my next videos are going to be Lego, because I have Lego to do, and Lego is far more interesting than clothing. But clothing is an easy flip. What are you going to do? So thank you for watching. I'll be back again soon. Goodbye. Please subscribe. Please send all the love my way, and adieu. Have a great day. Have a great life. All the best. Yeah, man.